name is Promise Chukwuebuka Agosi. I am CEO of Prama Solution. We deal on TV, sales and repairs of smart TVs. The business is all about repairing of the TV at the moment, but that is not the end, but that is just the beginning of the business and the name actually. It's quite a bit difficult thing for me to do. I mean, somebody that is not a graduate, we no go school at all, you know, and I come to bring out this thing out of nothing. I mean, out of nothing, by the grace of God. How I learned the trade, how I learned the work and the business. It is something that's so amazing that if I remember to do it, I will just give God Almighty the glory. I and my friend in 2012, I think precisely, we are going somewhere at Lawansi. We just boxed into someone's office. And I found out that that was when all this LED TV, LCD was so new in town then. And I saw it, I was blessed, I like it. Immediately, it was just like something is pushing me. What was it? Not 2012, it was 2010. It was like something was pushing me. I say, oh, this is what I want to learn. Because I came to Lagos 2002. I've moved around the Lagos, different kind of business. No one was working. Then I approached the young man. I said, okay, how much you go collect? I like this job. Make I learn at this. I like doing something with my hands. I found out while growing, I used to like repairing things. So he said he will collect 50K. And after that time, we'll go because I was still doing well in business. But when things become so tough, I have to go back to young man. And it was just like maybe some years above mine. It's just like somebody you are drinking, you know, you are sharing a bottle of drink in a beer parlor like a mate, coming down and asking the man, sir, Oga. You know, it's so funny when my Oga sent me to go and buy food. I go because I know that at that moment I am the boy. I'm no longer Oga. I've come down to boy, so I have to be as boy to be able to achieve what I wanted to achieve in his end. You see, if you want to do something in life, that is my advice in learning experience. Don't see the difficulties there while learning. Just see the process and progress about life. Because my boss will send me to Alaba with heavy TV. The transportation will not be enough. But sometimes I carry TV from my head, from Munshi bus stop to the shop. I mean heavy TV, heavy. You know, all those old days of plasmas, 2007 plasma, how heavy that they are. Sometimes I wrestle with touts because I don't have money to pay touts because of things I'm carrying. I think it's a place of training because now I know how to handle things. While learning the work and the trade from my boss, I did not just learn the work and trade. I also learned characters. I also learned things that he does, mistakes. So in my life now, I apply it so I won't get that thing he got then that made him to run away from because of colleagues and clients. So be the one to do, I'll just tell the hot.
Oh, okay.
The only one I'll do myself is only that one I teach. Because that one you have to be careful, you have to come and slow down. But this one, the one side of the screen, don't be good, that's why it's really hard. So once we finish clearing that chip one side, yes, right, that's it. So some people, if they bring it here, what I will tell them is, if I do what you person, I will tell you, say you buy screen, why you buy screen. I collect money for screen, but we don't do that. The owner is my neighbor here, that's when I went down to. First of all, I drive joy doing it. Sometimes things discourage, sometimes you could just be like say a person one mad because the job is something else. Imagine, okay, let me take for an instance. Last weekend, last weekend, that's last week Saturday, I broke TV of 500,000, my own. So it's just like that. So sometimes at that moment I wanted to run mad because Nigeria now, you lose that kind of money. But even when I was in my boss, I broke TVs that I pay, actually pay them. So while growing, I see that the electronics is getting into another phase. Now I don't have a boss that will teach me. I will teach myself. One, from past experience, things I've learned, internet. You don't have excuse that you don't go to school, you don't know how to operate on internet. There are audios. You can break them down on Pidgin. There are apps that can help you. I mean, if you don't understand Chinese, there are apps that can actually give you everything you want at level. So I grow up while doing it. I see that there's a lot of money there. Actually, there's a lot of money. There's a lot of money. I started with zero. I will say zero for a reason. Zero in the sense that I still have the young man that gave me each time I needed tools like screwdriver, soldering iron, lead. Imagine something so common I don't have, because at the middle of my life while still learning the work, my boss actually left. So it was just me. I fought people. In fact, you see, no police station in Mushi that did not know me in that period of time. But they did not know me by my name. They knew me by my Oga's name. So it's not since that I committed, but what my Oga committed, I was fighting for, because then I have no house, I have no home. So the shop has been my house. I was living in there. My Oga has gone. So I was living in there. I used that shop to make my house for over 5 years. Over 5 years. That's where I sleep. I wake up, I bed. When I was coming to church allocated that time, they always see me as I dress fine, dress cute, iron my clothes very well. They thought I have money, I have things to, when they say some things I laugh, I say, if only God open your eyes, see that I'm sleeping, I'm still staying in my office. I have no house then. If I meet a young boy these days, I will tell them, please, in place of learning, be patient. I will advise to learn under master, because under master you are there practical. Online is something you see, like as I said, if I have a content to put online, I won't put 100%. I will put the side I want you to know, which is normally what I normally see. I will tell my boys, you see, they cover this side. You just see the result. You just see the beginning. You did not see the middle. You just saw the result. So there are things we could not learn there actually. So I would prefer, if you ask me, I would prefer to you learn from a master. Also learn online. While growing up, there's something I do. What I complain about other people doing to me or have done to me, I don't want to do it to anybody. I have people that is learning under me. I'm feeding them. If not for anything, at least daily food. You see that place of like being too harsh, you remove it. The best thing you can, if you want to get the best from everyone, don't be a boss, be a friend. When you're a friend, that is when they will tell you even the mistake they made. Like my boys now, if I get to the office, anybody that break anything will just meet me. Oh God, mistakenly I was carrying this and he fell down. I think he has broken. Several times. I will get angry, shout on them, but say correct them, tell them the mistake they do. So in place of all the time beating, you see, you don't correct people by beating. No. You don't do that. You correct people by love. You share everything, you pray together, you dance together, you work together. Sometimes I take my boys, several times I take them after work and say, okay, we are going to eat nkwobi today. We are going to do this today. We are going to eat pizza today. Or everybody jump inside the bus. First of all, I will tell, if this person is so sharp, I'll give the person 1 year, 2 years. That is if you want to learn everything. Because in my own, it's complicated. You first of all know how to find fault, how to do the fault. Then you start learning pass, start learning screen polarities and all that. I felt that the man was using me, but it is in the place of service. That's where I know people I knew now. At a point in my life, I start using the man's name and face, start doing things. Because all the people where we don't meet for warehouse, oh, they will throw, this is my boy, in case if he did not see me once he come. And so at a point, when the man wasn't there, I still go with the same face. Oh, they will see me, they will say, oh, this is so person boy. They can actually leave little money for me to actually go and return back whenever it is done. So at that particular point, I needed one person, and God gave me that one person who took me around. I felt he used me. See, in life, now don't think anybody is using you. No. They're just showing the pathway to success. Because there will be a time, once you're exposed, you're being exposed. That exposure, the man that used you cannot bring it back. He has been exposed to many importers and all the people that I knew today under that man. But on that particular time, I lamented, it gets to me. There was a stage whereby I shouted at the man. I said, you will go to market, will buy it. You will not even give me money to service. After I service everything, you will see fixed the price that is so difficult for me to sell. But after everything today, I'm the one enjoying. In fact, the man is no longer in line of our business. So if I see meet him tomorrow in his line, I'll still be under him for him to put me through.
Purchase your tracks today.
Whenever we say God, we need God. Say God will refer us to people. So what is there is everybody needs somebody to rise. In your field, there must be somebody who has been there that must have put you through. I found out that in that particular field, if you are not used, you won't be useful. So don't say anybody is using me. Both of you are using yourself. You see, I work with a company. I was contract staff. I do the electricals. And the owner of the company, the MD of the company is like a friend I know in Sulere then. So he took me to his company. I was the one doing maintenance whenever they have electrical issue or any site they are working. I was the one doing it with circle of people I know that I bring in. But on contract staff. So when they get a contract of electrical, they subcontract it to me, then I do the job and collect my money. So it got to one extent. The man was so like, oh, you and this company will become one. We want to staff you and be paying you. And I laughed. I said, sir, you can't pay me because I don't have certificate. Not as if I don't know what to do, but I don't have certificate. He said he knows. But the company is willing to send me to school, to go to the school. Then I'll work with the company, have a signed agreement after schooling. While under the company, I still work with the company to pay back everything the company has put into my life. And I said, okay, give me some time to think about it. Because I'm a man that loves freedom. After a while, I met one of my mentors. I told him, the man asked, okay, what are the vision and dream about your life? What do you want? How have you planned your life to be? And I shared with the man. The man looked at me like, the man said, in 20, 30 years' time, you're going to pay this man if you're serious enough with what you're doing. And I went back, I said, sir, I cannot pay me. Let me tell you, how much is my salary I'll be collecting a month? He said 50,000. 50,000 so of that time from Sulere to Obalende, what's they call it, Dolphin Estate then, is about, to and fro should be more than 500. Then I'll do the feeding by myself, all that. So I see, and I'll be caged from Monday to Saturday. Nothing else. Me, I like side hustle now. Now side hustle now they pay. I like streets where go do one or two things. Money go show for, now that kind of a thing. Okay, my advice for young people who wants to become an entrepreneur or learn a skill or have a business of their own. First of all, never despise the place of servanthood, which is learning process, because you can't jump into it like that. I heard the story of a young man inside our marketplace that the family was gave him like, I think 50 million or thereabout. But because the person doesn't know much, so what he does, he was just from one practical to another, this and that. Before you know it, I'm not sure that the guy worth 20 million as we speak like this, from the 50 given to him. So I will advise every young boy, be patient. Going through the process, even if you're working with somebody, learn everything about the business, learn the wire side self deal. So actually learn the wire side, but don't use it. Like me now in my office, some people will bring something, and I want my boys, once you test it and they're working, if I heard that you collect money from this person, I will deal with you guys. So sincerity, truth, that is the only thing that's still keeping me. I must be honest to you. There are people that will bring job for me, they will say, I don't know, just check it. They believe on everything I said. And I will not use the advantage in order to extort money from their hand, which is wrong. So you must start in a place of truth. Your air should be air, your no should be no. My name is Agosi Chukwuebuka Promise, the CEO of Prama Solution. We deal on sales and service of smart TVs.